How's it going, everyone? Okay, so before we get started, I want to make it clear that this will not apply to everyone, but it's definitely worth the time and can potentially save you money if you're interested in picking up a new camera or if you're interested in upgrading. As you know, the Sony A7 III has been one of the most popular choices for photographers and videographers all around. I've owned one myself and I can honestly say it was a pretty good camera. I did end up upgrading to the Sony A7R III because I planned on shooting some photography for my website and handling some client work later down the road, so having more megapixels seemed like a good idea at the time. Using my A7R Mark IV for video is perfectly fine, but I wanted to try out a B camera or something smaller, so I rented the Sony A6600 to give it a shot. I used it around the house, took it on a few photo sessions, and was blown away how close it performed to my Sony A7R Mark IV. Having a smaller frame and almost equal video capabilities, which is what I mainly use my camera for, was the reason why I favored the A6600 this past week. Here in front of me I have the A6600 and the A7R Mark IV with similar lenses, but I will go over three setups from cheaper to the most expensive to give you an idea what the cost is. The A66 paired with the 16-55 2.8G lens runs you about $2,496, not including taxes. Again, that is just the camera and lens. The Sony A7 III paired with a similar lens, the 16-35 2.8G lens, comes in at about $3,996 without taxes, and that's with the Sony A7 III being on sale. And just for kicks, the Sony A7R Mark IV paired with the same lens, 16-35 2.8, comes in at $5,696 without taxes, and yes, I'm reminded every month how expensive that camera was. Obviously, either of these cameras will run you a pretty penny, but whether you buy this cash or put it on your Amazon credit card, I think it's best to try and save money where you can, so buying the right camera that fits your needs is a good idea. I feel that for most people, it'd be wiser to buy just an APS-C frame as opposed to picking up a full frame, and here's the main reason why. Most of us aren't shooting professionally, although there are some professionals that do shoot client work using APS-C cameras. The most people do nowadays is just take photos, post them on Instagram or Facebook, and that's completely fine. Sony APS-C cameras come in a lot of different price points. The more you want, the more expensive they will get, so there is plenty of choices. Not only are APS-C frames cheaper than full frames, but APS-C lenses are also cheaper as well, making it the more budget-friendly option for those looking to save money. Along with the smaller price point, you also get a smaller package with similar features of the full frame lineup. The A6600 can actually record longer than the A7 III. The A7 III has a 30-minute limit to which you will have to repress the record button to record a second 30-minute clip. This can be frustrating if you're shooting or recording events and interviews. The A66, 64, and 6100 also have the flip-up screen, which is something everyone wanted, especially those in the YouTube space. Sony full frame lineup does not offer a flip-up screen, so framing your shot can be a bit difficult at times if you're recording in front of the camera. The only downside I see running APS-C cameras would be if you were shooting professionally or doing client work. Not having two SD card slots can be a bit scary because we all know that 2 is 1 and 1 is none. Also, because full frame sensors are bigger, you do get better ISO performance, so shooting in low light will give you better results than an APS-C frame. I'm not going too deep into specs because YouTube is full of those types of videos. I'm just offering insight of what I have noticed over the time that I've owned all these cameras. If I had to choose one camera though, it'd be the A6600, only because it's the best bang for your buck. I mainly shoot video more than photography, and when I do shoot photography, the A6600 is good enough for me since I only post photos on Instagram. In the end, it will always depend on the individual looking for a camera. I've linked everything down below along with the lenses and some parts that can make your camera much more usable, so make sure to check those out.